Bill Burr, I want to touch on this real quick. This clip went viral on Twitter and a lot of people talk about it. Bill Burr and Billy Corgan, potentially half brothers. Is this real? Is this a bit? Let me tell you what I think.
Look who's here.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Sit down.
You're an asshole.
Billy Corgan. Billy Corgan.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole?
Yeah,
I thought this would be great to bring a family together.
He didn't tell you. He told me you were totally cool with me coming.
So this is on Howie Mandel's show, and Bill Burr didn't know Billy Corgan was going to be there. And apparently Howie Mandel lied to Billy Corgan and told him that Bill Burr was cool with it.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
I thought it would be a good surprise.
Can this be like edited out or no?
I can go. I mean, you told me Bill was.
All right, fuck it. No, I'll do it. Like, did you ever think the fact that I never told that story? That, you know, maybe you shouldn't? Did you ever, you know how many fucking, like, emails and crap that I got? Like,
so you see how at first he's like, edit this out, get rid of him, I don't want, and then he's like, all right, fine, I'll do it. And he's saying, why did you tell that story?
I sort of, like, went away from that.
So let me just fill in. Let me just fill in.
Do we talk on a regular basis?
We've never met.
So Billy Corgan was nice enough on my podcast to talk about the fact that he told a story that he had never told before, that his father traveled.
My stepmother said to me, do you know who Bill Burr is? Bill Burr might be one of the children that your father sired in his days on being a traveling musician.
If you do the math.
He was a piece of shit. And he had two kids this close together, and he named them the same fucking name.
So there's a full-on acknowledgement from Bill Burr that his real dad is Billy Corgan's dad, and Billy Corgan's dad named them both Bill, which is funny. If you have children with two different women, giving them the same name is like a good way to avoid messing up when you think about it. You wouldn't want to accidentally call your illegitimate child the name of your legitimate child. You know what I'm saying?
He thinks it's different because he's Billy and I'm Bill. Like, that's how he told the difference.
Well, I was Bill when I was young. But you're right. I mean, with all respect.
I just thought.
Well, whatever. You know, it's not that I don't like him. It reminds me of all of that shit. So, you know,
it just seems more of the same from what I've been hearing.
All right, whatever. I mean, I like your music.
Appreciate that.
Okay, great.
Would you? Oh, you know what'd be cool?
So the big question is this just a bit? A lot of people think it is. Okay, I get you don't like your dad who wasn't maybe there for you and you got raised by a different guy who you think of as your real dad. And I get that's like a sore spot. Like all of that makes perfect sense. But wouldn't you also be like, oh, my half brother's a rock star? Like that's pretty cool. Maybe I should hang out with this guy. He's probably got some good stories, you know?
If you let your brother play drums.
There's like a part 2 here.
So they need to do that.
Okay, can I give you the setup on all this? Because it's his fault.
You can do whatever you want because you kind of already did that.
Okay, I'm trying to be respectful.
Now you are.
Okay, no, wait. He told me you were cool with me.
You're a Cubs fan? That fucking tracks.
Theo Epstein.
Fucking Wrigleyville. Bunch of South Side's where it's at. What's up?
Do you want me to tell the story?
Yes.
Okay. So, you know, he owns about 80 buildings in this area. I don't know if you know how rich he is. But anyway, so I was working in another building and I came out the building, and the first thing he said to me was, "Here comes Bill Burr." And I said, "Do you know that story somehow?" And he said, "What story?" So I told him privately that story. Mm-hmm. He said, "Oh, you got to say this on the air."
Yeah, but he always does that. Because that's the thing. He's bringing in here not because he's trying to heal the bullshit that we went through growing up. He's getting here just for the fucking ratings. I mean, the guy literally accepted a fucking award in the middle of a podcast. I'm supposed to be promoting my special, and he's over here like...
You can do it. March 14th on Hulu.
Like, that's going to help now?
I still love you, though. Even though you did
But
this.
it's not about
Okay,
me.
so now what was supposed to happen? Are we going to go play catch? We're both in our 50s.
Okay, so the main reason people are saying that this is fake and a bit is because they Googled Bill Burr's dad and he has a different dad than Billy Corgan. Okay, so Robert, the dentist who raised Bill Burr, I don't know when he married Bill Burr's mom. If it was right around the time of the birth, that could track as like, you know, Bill Burr is old enough that his parents would be from the generation where if you get pregnant with some guy who's not husband material, you have to find a husband like that so that you have that plausible deniability that the kid is the man's. That's actually one of the plot lines in Deadwood. And people are saying it's a bit, but I mean, I'm not so sure, man. I think it's actually real because they clearly know. Bill knows this. He said all the bullshit we went through as children, meaning that like his dad not being around and his real dad and the feelings that would cause. And that's why he's so sensitive about it. Also, like they were married earlier and the story is true. Then it's possible that his dad was literally cucked by this Corgan guy. So either his dad was cucked or his dad was stepson cucked. I don't think being a stepdad is that big of a deal, but you can see how that would be a sore spot for the kid. Yeah, they look like they look exactly the same. And by the way, I saw a funny joke on Twitter, which was that Stefan Molyneux might also be one of the Corgan's children because Stefan Molyneux looks a lot like Billy Corgan too. Anyway, Bill Burr went on H3H3 podcast and H3H3 asked him about his siblings and Bill Burr like spurged out about it. And it was this huge tense moment.
Kids, so I mean, yeah.
Really? How many siblings do you have?
I don't know, dude. The internet's too fucking weird to give out all that information.
Oh, you don't even want to say how many because you're afraid that it will
yeah, by all means,
compromise
keep
your
talking
privacy.
about it. Is there any way you can cut this out? I'm honest, dude. Like,
seriously?
Yeah, no, dude. There's fucking lunatics out there.
Okay.
Whoa.
Off the air, I'll tell you.
All right.
Jeez. I love how surprised he is. Jeez.
Well,
There's
you can mention the amount.
There's absolutely crazy people out
Okay. All right.
Wait.
I don't know why that got so flat on my part. Tell me about all things comedy. I don't know. You see, I'm nervous.
When this happened, everybody shat all over Ethan Klein because everybody hates Ethan Klein. So they were all like, what an incompetent asshole. Look at how upset he made Bill Burr. Basically, everybody hates Ethan Klein so much that we were all blinded to the fact that that's actually like a very weird reaction to have to an extremely banal, small talk, getting to know you kind of question. How many siblings do you have? That's not really like an invasive thing for most people. His reaction makes sense. Bill Burr, it makes sense why this is such a sore spot for him because how many siblings do you have? You can lie and pretend you don't know this, but then it later can come out that you lied, right? That you did know that you had all these half siblings out there. Or you can tell the truth that you don't want to tell and go into how like the dad who raised you was a cuck and this and that, right? You can understand why that would be a sore spot once you know kind of the background behind it. So I think it's real, man. I think they're brothers. They look the same too, which is, a big piece of evidence. So, and also if you Google this, you don't get a lot of like debunking articles. You know how the media loves to debunk any kind of misinformation or false news, but if you Google this, that doesn't come up. There's no articles that are like, this is a bit. I know the media is incompetent and untrustworthy anyways, but I'm just saying for what it's worth, you don't get articles coming up being like, no, they were just joking. So that's the Bill Burr, Billy Corgan situation. Lord Miles has got hair plugs. Hey, what up, family? I'm a ding dong. It is I, your boy LP, and the clip you just watched is from my live stream show, The Daily Cope, which I do 4 to 5 times a week on Rumble, Odyssey, and my other YouTube channel. I will link all of them below if you want to check it out. And thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great day, and I will catch you on the flip side. Peace out.